we'll discuss about the multiple images formed in a thick mirror. In a thick mirror means the width, the breadth of the mirror is greater. So basically, we have a mirror here that is named by A, B, C, D. AB here is the transparent surface, and through the transparent surface, the three phenomena can take place. The three phenomena, which are they? The refraction of light, reflection of light, and some part of the light ray will be absorbed also here. But we neglect that part here. So some part of the light ray, as this surface AB is transparent, light can pass through it. So maximum part of the light ray will be refracted, and a small part of the light ray will be reflected. But if we talk about this surface CD, that is silver polished. As you know, in the mirror, the back surface of the mirror is silver polished, and so through this surface, through the surface CD, only reflection can take place. As I told you, the some part of the light ray will be absorbed also here, but we neglect that part. We are only talking about reflection or refraction. So when the light ray strikes the surface CD, only reflection will take place and no refraction will take place at all. So now we come to the topic, that is about the image formation. From this topic you might be asked how to draw the diagram for the image formation in a thick mirror. So I'll tell you how to draw this diagram. You will get to learn about it. It's very simple. Here we have a point sized object, that is O. Here we have the object, point sized object, that is O. And for the image formation of any object, we need at least two light rays. There might be much of light rays, a number of light rays, but we will assume only two light rays. That is convenient for us. So here one of the light ray, we assume it to be normal, to be perpendicular to the surface, that is AB. Now as I told you when we started the chapter about refraction of light, when the incident ray is normal to the surface, it will pass undeviated. So this light ray, the incident ray was normal to the surface, so it passes undeviated. But as soon as this refracted ray strikes this surface CD, here no refraction can take place. So this light ray, it will again retrace its path. Firstly, initially the light ray, it was normal to the surface, so it passes undeviated. But as soon as this refracted ray, it strikes the surface CD, it will be reflected back and it will retrace its path. So that is why we have drawn this line, this imaginary line with dotted lines. Now, the second incident ray that we have taken here is oblique to the surface AB. So if the surface AB, we talk about the surface AB, a maximum part of the light ray, it will be refracted because the surface is transparent, AB surface is transparent, and a small part of light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium, that is in air. This medium, obviously it is air and this is glass. So maximum part of light ray will be refracted and it will come inside the thick plane mirror, and some part, small part of the light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium. Now as the light ray is reflected back in the same medium, it is not able to come back inside the glass mirror. Now if we proceed, we can see here that the light ray that has entered inside the, keep it in mind, you have to mention the arrows everywhere so that it is very clear that whether the light ray is reflected or refracted. So this refracted ray, it comes and strikes this surface CD at this position. As soon as this light ray, this refracted ray strikes this surface CD, it has no other option, it will only be reflected back because this surface is silver polished, so no refraction can take place here. So the mostly we can say that maximum part of the light ray will be reflected back. Some part of it will be absorbed here, but we neglect that part. So we can say that a strong reflection takes place here because no refraction can take place. So we say that a strong reflection takes place here. So mostly the part of light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium, that is in glass only. Now this reflected ray, when it strikes the surface AB, now again, as the surface AB is transparent, mostly the light ray will be refracted. It will move towards air. It will pass to air. And a small part of the light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium, that is inside the thick plane mirror only. So it is reflected, and as the reflected ray it strikes the surface CD, again strong reflection will take place and it will be reflected back in the same medium. Now it strikes the surface AB, again the surface is transparent, so mostly the light ray, most part of the light ray, it will be refracted, and some part of the light ray it will be reflected again in the same medium. Now this process it continues. Now this was about the diagram. The second type of question that you might be asked is about which image will be the brightest one. Suppose we are observing this is an eye, and we are observing the things, the number of images formed of the which object, the object O. So here we have a number of images formed. This one, I1 is the first image formed, I2, I3, I4 and so on. This process will go on. But which image is the brightest one? You will be asked about this part. So this image, the I2, second image formed is the brightest one. Now you also might be asked the reason behind it, that why is the second image brightest one? It will be very clear to you. Look for it. This light ray, when the light ray, the incident ray is oblique to the surface, so it strikes it at this position, and mostly the light ray, a greater part of the light ray is refracted, as the surface AB is transparent and some part of light ray is reflected. That is why this image, the lines, the broken lines, the dotted lines that we have drawn here, they are produced in backward direction. The refracted ray, they are produced in backward direction. Here it is the reflected ray, here it is the refracted, here it is refracted, here it is refracted. So these light rays, they are produced in backward direction in order to obtain the image. So this image, the image I1, it is formed due to weak reflection. This is weak reflection, and you know the reason why. Because the surface AB is transparent, so most part of the light ray will pass through it, will move inside this glass mirror, plane mirror. But a small part of light ray, it will be reflected back in air only. So this image I1 is formed due to weak reflection. But when this light ray it entered inside the glass mirror, the thick plane glass mirror, this light ray, all the intensity, all the quantity of light ray that has entered inside the mirror, it will be reflected. As I told you, the absorbed part, we are neglecting it. So the light ray that has entered inside this glass mirror, it will be the most part of the light ray will be reflected back. So, and after it strikes the surface, it will most part of the light ray, it will come out of it, and some part, that is small part of the light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium, small part, and maximum part will be refracted. It will move in air. So when we produce this light ray in backward direction, we obtain the brightest image. Why so? Because here the intensity of light ray is maximum. Why? Because some part was already reflected back in the same medium, and maximum part it moved inside the glass mirror, and this part is responsible for strong reflection. I'll mention it here. Here strong reflection is taking place, and due to strong reflection, the intensity of light, if refraction would take place here, then obviously the intensity of light would be decreased, but only reflection is taking place here, strong reflection is taking place here. So this light ray, it has maximum density, it has maximum intensity. So this light ray, when produced in backward direction, the second image is formed, is the brightest one. Now if we move to the image I3 or I4, they will be dim. the brightness would be decreasing. The brightness of I3, image I3 would be less than I2. I4 would be less than I3 and so on. The brightness would be decreasing. So why is the brightness decreasing? Because as the light ray that has refracted here, that has come in air, that has passed to air, it won't come back inside it. So due to successive refractions, firstly the refraction took place here, then after, when this light ray comes and is reflected back, after it strikes the surface, again some part of light ray it is refracted, that comes out to in air. So due to successive refractions, these refractions, due to successive refractions, the intensity of light decreases, and obviously the part of light that has been refracted, that has moved to air, it won't come back inside mirror again. So due to successive refractions, the intensity of light, it keeps on decreasing, and that is why the number of images that is formed after I2, after the second one, they will be decreasing, the brightness will be decreased. So this was all about the multiple images formed in a thick mirror. I think with the help of this diagram, it must be very clear to you. Now in the next part, we'll be talking about prism.